San Francisco.
Ooh, are you going to San Francisco?
I am. Oh my gosh.
We both are.
Yeah, for Race Chaser Live at the
Yes.
Castro Theater.
Next week, January 22nd, we will be at the legendary Castro Theater in San Francisco.
Now, if you're unfamiliar with Race Chaser, come to the show and learn about it. It's not exactly a live version of our podcast. It is a live version of our podcast, but better. Just look at my YouTube video. There's ponies. There's a giant hot dog truck. There's so many gags and goops.
Yeah.
You'll be gobsmacked.
Yeah.
3 Gs, girl.
It's really exciting because we get to share live and in person the experience of the podcast, but with a live audience. And you get to be part of that audience.
Yeah, it's unique to SF too because we'll be tailoring it to your needs, your weather conditions, your wants, your pigs.
And speaking of tailoring, we have a very special guest coming in all the way fresh from RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 4, the outstanding Trinity the Talk Taylor, darling. She's going to be there as our special guest. We're so excited.
You know Miss Trinity loves to talk and spill the tea too. It's going to be good. And she's going to perform.
Yes.
Yeah, you might get to see them titty balls up close.
Yeah. You fully never know what's going to happen at a live experience. We just did the Los Angeles edition, and it was a great amount of fun and truly anus thing is possible at an event like this. You can get tickets at peacheschrist.com, or you can go to racechasertickets.com, and you can look at a beautiful picture of us and get tickets at the same time.
How convenient. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I love that.
We'd love to see you at the show, but
Yes.
if you'd love to see us even more up closer, you can do that with the VIP ticket, and that gets you complimentary cocktails, seating in the VIP section, and a meet and greet with a cute little wristband, I think. How cute.
We're so excited. We're so excited to be in San Francisco and bring Race Chaser to you live. So we'll
Bitch,
see you there.
We are going to be your own personal bread bowl of knowledge. You're going to want to dip into that a lot.
Forever. Dog.
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And welcome back to Race Chaser, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination.
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, starting from the very beginning. And then jumping around indiscriminately as we choose. My name's Alaska. What's yours?
I'm Willem, and this is All Stars 4.
And we have a very special guest in the studio today. Ben de la Creme is here.
Hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi.
Terminally delightful, roasting in peas.
Yeah, this was such a sad episode. It was so hard to say goodbye to Lady Bunny.
It
Yeah.
wasn't sad if you didn't watch it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because we were doing Race Chaser Live, and I think I caught all the important stuff, but I didn't catch everything.
Well,
Right.
I was watching you do Race Chaser Live.
Oh my
I
goodness.
managed to do both, Willem.
Wow.
Which was a fantastic show, by the way.
So you
That's how
watched
we
it
watched
at
it,
3
too.
a.m. when it came on?
Yeah, I watched it at 3
VH1?
a.m. on VH1.
It's so tough, those long nights staying up to watch RuPaul's
It's
Drag Race.
true, yeah,
because
yeah.
we're so dedicated.
I know, yeah. No, I was just, it's one of those things where I just sit and I like refresh and I refresh and I refresh until I can have that special moment and
do
hear
that on my
that
YouTube
tittillating
channel.
chuckle.
Or titillating joke.
You know the one. That was like half Ru, half Lady Bunny.
Wait, who had the laugh? Oh, on season 5, J. Jolie had the laugh that they like they just kept editing it. Like she would just be like, and then we walk into the work.
Not to get off topic, but to get off topic, J. Jolie recently did one of my favorite. It's my favorite illusion of the year so far.
What
for
was
sure.
that?
I'll show you. It's the best.
Make sure we send it to the gram as well for the
For
pod.
sure.
Race Chaser pod gram.
She's got babies strapped to her legs too.
Oh, she did Bird Box.
She did a Bird Box
my
number.
God. Wait, let me see this. I'm not wearing my glasses.
She looks.
Oh, my God. These
J.
little
Jolie for All Stars
Cabbage
5.
Patch Kids.
She really
She's been
should be.
killing it.
She's sickening.
I've been
She's really
every time I go.
talented.
I mean, yeah, every time I go down and work
At Play?
with her, it's
So
like
much.
whatever look she's bringing just like blows me away.
Kills it. Yeah.
It's really. I mean, she's come so
She's a
far.
superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're already casting All Stars 5. Season 11 hasn't even happened yet. So Tammy Brown is going to come back. This is what we're just casting it right
I'm
now
ready.
in this
Okay,
room.
great.
Jade Jolie.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
For sure. Mayhem.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to see more
Angina.
Mayhem.
That'd be
Angina.
yes. Oh God, yes.
Jade. Sotomayor. Jade. Battle of the
Absolute-
Jades.
Two Jades.
Oh, you know they
The
want to
Jade
lip sync
of
with
it
two
all.
Jades.
Battle of the Jades.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we just need Coco in there just to say, get her Jade.
Ooh,
Yeah. To both of
Get her
them, over and
Jade.
over.
Get her Jades. Get her both Jades. What?
Ooh, y'all got Jades.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, no. But technically it is
Oh,
plural.
I just got that joke.
Yeah.
Offensive.
Yeah, not as bad as the Patient Zero joke this week.
Oh yeah, but you know what? But she had jokes.
Yeah, they were
were
funny.
jokes.
I mean, I appreciate that. Didn't say it wasn't funny. I said it was offensive, and the most offensive things are the funniest to me usually.
I
safe
just
bet,
appreciate
yeah.
something that's like written and well structured. You know.
You are
Yeah.
right. I've noticed. I watched your holiday show, and you are an amazing performer. But I don't want to say you're even better at writing, but your writing, it's every line is chock full of a joke. That rap, every line was entertaining if you just read it without even knowing it was a song. You're a really talented writer.
Thank you.
You should write for half these girls putting out music because Lord knows they aren't. Have you done an album or anything?
No, I haven't. I've actually been sort of like talking about finally doing it because I always was like, well, I'm more of like a parody lyricist than like I'm really not a vocalist. But then I was like, well, I guess now that I'm listening to what other people are putting out, then
never
that's not going to
stopped.
stick.
Elliot,
Yeah, exactly. This is the franchise to be a part of if you can't sing.
girl.
Yeah. So
Get on the boat.
yeah. So yeah, no, I think I think it might be time sometime soon because at this point I've accrued a lot of I've got a lot of songs that I've written for shows over the last
You
few
have
years.
albums worth of material.
We'll see.
Just spend a month in a studio down in LA and bang out 3 of them. Then you got material for the next 3 years.
Perfect. All right, great. Yeah, maybe I can audition for the next girl group.
No white girls. Sorry.
Oh, no more white girls. Okay,
No more
got
white
it.
girls.
Great.
Too many white girls. It's like the Drag Race Hall of Fame. Okay, let's talk about the episode.
Although there's only one white girl left on All Stars 4 right now, which is kind of cool. But it's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's an
Well,
amazing
they only put
cast.
2 on out of 10 to make sure that the table was the dice was stacked.
But that's great.
I know it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They need to.
It's needed.
And where's the big girls? Are there big girls still? Were there any big girls on All Stars this year?
Latrice.
Latrice.
Oh, duh, yeah.
Latrice.
The OG.
How did I forget that? She's on a song that I just put out called Oral, and the video's out next week.
Ooh.
So we're back in the workroom. Manila's really upset because Latrice just went home.
You think she ordered those tears from China?
No, I think the tears are real. And I rewatched it on a big screen and the tears are real.
I was just quoting Drag Race. I didn't doubt that.
on the other
I thought you'd appreciate that.
on the other podcast they were saying that Manila's delivering like some fake like emotional like production, but I think it's really easy to cry when you're there.
I agree. I think it seems very genuine, and knowing Manila, it seems genuine. And there's also just but being on that show, I feel like makes you like quicker to have those types of emotions anyway.
Every emotion that you have while you're there is heightened. If something's funny, oh my God, it was the funniest thing. If something's sad, it's like tears, instant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone can't speak English.
And once it starts, you go into that crazy like headspace of like, oh, somebody is like, this is being recorded and edited and whatever, and then it make it like for me, I'm like get even more.
It's a feedback loop.
Yeah, exactly.
Completely.
Like spin out of control.
I know nothing about
Start
that.
huffing your white
Never
out.
happened to me.
Exactly.
I never experienced that feeling. This episode is called "Roast in Peace," the tribute to Lady Bunny. I was thinking like how in bad taste it would have been if Lady Bunny actually died, like the hours leading up to this airing,
Like before it aired, yeah.
or like
would've
right
been
after.
fucked.
But
Are you kidding? Bunny would have loved that.
I know, that's the thing. Because even if that did happen, Lady Bunny, it would make make sense.
Yeah, she would want like the most offensive possible way to go.
And I think a funeral on TV would be the best way to do it. Rhea Latre, who's like my drag sister, we're planning each other's funerals and we're doing a YouTube about it. I've decided I'm getting cremated to Through the Fire by Shaka Khan.
Oh.
Because I was inspired by Latrice because she walked down the wedding aisle to Through the Fire and it was sickening.
Do they have a DJ at the cremation?
I think Anthony's going to do it. DJ Pasta Body. But speaking of Latrice, her lipstick message said, "It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I love you all. Stay fierce and above all, love each other." Latrice Royale.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's classy. Latrice is ever classy.
Always.
You know.
It's weird to see her go, though.
So strange.
She's done it three times
She was
before.
like, bye.
It's always weird.
She was like, okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks.
Mhm. All right. I'm going to go back to work.
Yeah, right.
So this is the first time that we get a walkthrough from RuPaul in the workroom.
But from what we hear, Ru's been doing the walkthroughs, but it hasn't been
Right.
shown because there's been enough drama, you know, which
Yeah.
we all kind of live off of, I guess. How many minutes is the show? 42? Or is it longer now?
It's 60.
60
It's
with
Each episode, 90 minutes with the show.
yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, they're chalking it full. That's for sure.
Yes. RuPaul is really loose with his walkthroughs. Like his attitude is very loose.
Very casual. Yeah, it feels like a just girls' night out.
Yeah.
Like where's the intense like stare down, make all the girls panic energy that
Right.
we're so familiar with?
Yeah.
I think he knows these girls, and maybe that's why there's more of a casual thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he probably picked them to come back, you know? It's not like he's like, has to be the Sphinx with all these new girls and scare them into submission.
Right.
I think a second chance to be in the workroom would be super fun. I think it would be way more relaxed than the first one, but I haven't been there. Was it for you guys?
It was for me actually.
Oh,
yeah, like it was
Making him laugh
interesting.
is like just fun.
Yeah. It was, I mean, it's like interesting to be like when you're not in that place of panic that I was in on season 6 of like, oh, Ru's in front of me. That's like, oh, we're actually just two people in weird outfits in the middle of this like pink fake brick.
Right.
We're just like having a conversation.
Yeah. On All Stars 2, one of the walkthroughs, which they didn't air, RuPaul asked everyone what plastic surgery they had done.
Really?
Everyone, and a door was there. Like, it was really early on, so like everyone was there, and like I tried to be evasive. I think I was like, oh, nothing. I sleep well, and I drink a lot of water, and you know, like. And she was like, okay, but really, what have you had done?
Yeah, you really retain that
really
water in specific spots.
Like, really, I do. I'm still pubescent. Like, I'm still growing. Also, I think people's perception of beauty is changing. So people see me differently. Like, they just think I look different. But no,
She just wants to know who's doctor because you know she took our music producer,
well,
Markaholic.
why not? Why
No,
not?
she watches what the girls are doing, and then you know and it's a great idea. You know,
It didn't air. None of it aired. But like, I'm happy to talk about it among sisters. You know, if I were to ever get.
if
that
I
sort
were
of
to ever
thing
do
done.
anything, I'd be comfortable with it too.
I've never
but
tried it.
I don't
but
know.
Some of the girls do it. you
It's
know,
a
some of the
fad.
girls
I
try-
mean,
it's a fad.
I feel classic. I feel like I'm a classic gal.
Classy.
I don't need to rely on all those little tricks.
Miss Continental Classic.
Elite.
Oh, elite.
As the only girl in the franchise who's actually just aging gracefully, I don't know how to interject myself in this conversation.
All right, big
The door's over there. That's how. Take those pomegranate seeded guacamoles and hit it.
Get
Tut.
that. My time is
Antioxidants.
valuable, so you better hit it.
You don't have any money for me. My time is valuable, so you need to hit it. Sonique season 2, cherry pie.
So, okay, RuPaul does the walkthrough. He talks to Valentina, and he's like, okay, so you don't consider yourself a comedy queen. What kind of queen are you?
Oh, a star queen.
Oh,
She's a star queen.
Right.
I mean, I told Ru I was a star to her face, and she didn't flinch because I quoted her book.
Yeah.
That's how you got to do it. You got to
course.
compliment, and then get your agenda in there.
Yeah.
So you don't look like a fool because they won't cut you advertising RuPaul products ever.
But also, like, a star is not a thing. Like, that's, like, there's a thing that gets you to be a star, right? And I feel like that's implied frequently. Like, we understand, like, the skill sets. But if somebody's, like, questioning, can you do comedy, you can't just say, like, well, no, I'm a star. Like, that's not a response to that.
In my head, I was like, well, okay, a star is good at everything, but specifically, what are you good at?
Right.
Well, it's a very Valentina response.
Yeah.
Because kind of her, I mean,
It doesn't rule her out in any way. It only generalizes her more and says, I can do anything.
That's true.
Basically.
Yeah.
and in her mind, she can do everything.
Except get that
very
leather
well.
pantsuit to fit right, because you know what? She wore it for the rent press day, and I said, honey, that crotch is still baggy.
It fit fine.
No, it did not. That crotch is, how
fit
dare you?
Fine.
How dare you? I'm going to the gram.
I did not have a problem with the puckering of the crotch.
It looked
I
like...
love the garment. I think the
No.
garment is fabulous.
It looked like
and
she
in her
had-
mind, she has already won.
Honey, it looked like she had Manila's maxi pad dress between her thighs.
oh
I'll tell
my
you that.
God.
I will tell you that.
Oh.
Rent live press day. Valentina. Oh,
You're
Mom.
what? Are you doing that in Google? Valentina press day rent alive
Yes, I am. And look,
is the first
Let's
image
see
that
it.
comes up.
that baggy crotch.
Maybe it's intentional.
Jade Jolie would never.
Never. It doesn't fit right.
Her hair is
It does.
lovely.
Yeah.
Her hair is lovely. She looks like Alexis Michelle.
This is
There.
Okay.
It's a great picture.
It's a very beautiful. I want to know what her eyebrow product is.
She's great. I love her. I'm going to see Rent live, the dress rehearsal.
You
on
are?
25th.
Oh, that's
So
right. Yeah, you
everyone
told me
will get a
that.
full report
I
after
cannot
this
wait.
break.
we're gonna take a break.
Bye.
What helps you fall asleep? Noise machines, essential oils, some ridiculous device attached to your ears and eyes.
Well,
What if the reason you're not sleeping is that your mattress is terrible because it wasn't designed for you?
should we talk about Helix?
I think we should.
The expensive mattress you're considering buying is a waste of money. Just tip us, because it isn't customized to you. There's nobody on the planet like you. And your parents
Yeah.
think you're perfect, so why would you buy a generic mattress built for everyone else?
Exactly. We love Helix, or as we in the house call her, Sheelix. They built a sleep quiz, and it only takes about 2 minutes to complete.
Same.
And they use your answers to match your body type, also same you, and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress. So whether you're a side sleeper, a hot sleeper, you like a plush bed or a firm bed, with Helix, there's no more guessing or confusion.
Yeah, what kind of sleeper are you? I'm a moist sleeper.
Yes, I know you are. I knew that about you. And I am a sound sleeper. It's true.
Nice. Well, if you go to helixsleep.com/drag,
Drag.
you take their little 2-minute quiz, easy 1-2 step, and they'll match you a mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life.
Yes, and for couples, with Helix, you can even split that mattress right down the middle. It'll give you great individual support needs and feel preferences for each side.
What about thruples or groups?
Honey, you may have to talk to corporate brass.
Oh my god. Well, we'll have time because they have a 10-year warranty and you get to try out for 100 nights risk-free. 100 nights, wow, that's like at least a couple different
That's
nights.
like 200 partners for you. I've seen it in
Wow.
in that amount of time.
Well, right now,
The-
Helix
the-
is offering up to $125 off all mattress orders just in case.
Get up to $125 off at helixsleep.com/drag.
That's helixsleep.com/drag
Drag.
for $125 off your mattress order.
Yes, HELIX sleep.com/drag. So race chasers out there, don't you dare sleep on this offer. See what I did there? She like,
But they're going, hopefully.
yeah.
Bold.
All
moves.
right. Hello. This is, you can tell this is a big get for RuPaul's Drag Race because Cecily Strong is like so fierce and such a fixture on SNL right now.
Not only is she a performer, she's one of the head writers, I think.
So brilliant.
She's like so brilliant.
yeah.
And for her to be a fan of the show, she put Peppermint and Jiggly on SNL this year too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Which was awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
And you can tell that she is a fan of the show because her responses are learned and studied.
Yeah, and she's really like she's she does that drag race guest thing very well where you can tell that she's supposed to make everybody nervous about everything, but she's like doing a good job doing that and also being encouraging instead of just doing the like, oh, you're fucked.
Right.
Oh, you're last up. Ugh, you're going to tank.
Yeah.
And if you notice the way they have her sitting, it's almost front on, but you can't see her left ear. So I think that she has the earwig in there. Because they have to tell you, okay, you're being too nice to this girl.
Say something good and bad about each girl.
Right. That's my own personal working
And yes,
theory.
that's Monet.
See, look, she's tilted just so that you can't see her left ear.
And let me tell you, she has a bag of hair in, and then later
bag of
that
hair.
hair was curled. That was a great day for her.
And she is painted for
A lash.
filth.
A wing tip liner.
And I'm loving this like academic goth top.
Yes, it's very
Is it Gucci?
Wednesday Addams.
That frill makes me think it's Gucci on the sleeve.
She looks amazing.
That tip of highlighter on the nose.
We like Cecily Strong. Oh yeah,
We don't like her. We love her.
Yes. So she's coaching the girls. I don't know who does. I guess we can get into that when we get into the actual roasty toasty doodly doodle.
Well, I totally thought there was going to be a misdirect because I saw that Naomi was doing pretty good in the rehearsal, and I was like, oh, she's going to tank in the real one then. And they
that
showed
kinda
Manila.
happened.
Oh, did it? And then they showed Manila, like, the worrying about the scenario being put last. They indicated that it was not desirable, probably. And then Manila was last and killed it.
See, in a drag show, don't you always want to go last?
I don't.
I think
That's when all the money's gone.
Well,
There's no money on the floor.
Girl, I want some coin on the floor. You need to hit that ATM.
it's when the stakes are highest, so you can have the biggest win, but you can also fall the farthest.
Yeah, that's true. They read me for putting myself first during the roast challenge on season 5 because I
Who
got
did
to
you
choose
roast?
the order. RuPaul. It was amazing. It was fierce.
Did you win?
No, I didn't because I went first.
Who won?
Probably Jinx.
Jinx is really good at roasting.
She's very
She
good.
did
Oh,
a
yeah,
45-minute set at Murray and Peter's Haters Roast, which I'm on this year.
Coco Montrese won.
Coco was great.
Yeah.
She was Rue's cousin that year. Or
She did a
whatever.
character and
that's
it was
right.
Her play
it was
cousin,
really
yeah.
fierce.
Jinx did a 45-minute roast set, and we were like, that was way too long. It was hilarious, but you can't do 45 minutes.
45 minutes on a haters roast?
There was one that I
That's the
clocked.
whole show.
There was one I clocked at 37 minutes. We were in the theater performing until like 11:15. We're like, Jinx, no more. No more wine before the show. But she's so
And
funny.
in her mind, she's like, I kept it tight under 10, right? Like afterwards. Like she's like, yeah.
I mean, it's always good. Like everything she says is always
Of
like
course.
really spot on. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it just needs an off switch.
There's a lot of build up sometimes, and it's a windy road to the BAM. But the BAM's always there for sure. Alexis Mateo style. Do you think that listening is as important as talking when you're on a reality TV show? Because some of these people seem to not.
Oh yeah, who was that? Who was like just talking over?
Monique.
Oh, Monique. Yeah, I was just talking right over her.
I
I was.
always
It
say-
felt, I was cringing.
Yeah, as I interrupt. I always say you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. No, use your ears more, but like,
2 mouths in 1 ear.
ooh, girl.
Willem's dream date.
Jesus, I'd get so much done. And she's wearing a brown cow shirt.
Stunning.
She's on brand, okay?
She's branding hard this season. you
She's
know?
letting us know the brand and delivering at all times.
And I'm not going to talk about them shoes because Latrice did the same thing.
So the girls kind of make up in the workroom. There's a moment with Manila and Monet where they sort of like come to an understanding about why Manila chose to save her friend Latrice.
Mm-hmm.
And how dare Manila have friends? That is just, it's so shady that she has a friend.
Agreed.
It's really disgusting.
Form
to
relationships
have
over
friends.
time. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like really gross. It's horrible. Everyone's like that's what I don't understand about All Stars. It's like, how dare you have friends? Everyone is like coming for her for wanting her friend to stay.
Well, it's a weird thing where so many of these girls are like just turned around and walked back in the door, and there's
true.
there's only a few girls who have had the time to really like tour together and have like steeped in this common experience.
Borrow each other's good bras for 8 months or something. You know?
So yeah, I mean but like I don't know. It's so weird to watch just like the cultural difference between the new girls and the girls who've been around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It's weird because now we realize that, oh, you were on Drag Race? One of the single-digit seasons. Mm-hmm. Like, 4. Mm-hmm. Ooh, old lady.
Manila keeps talking about how old she is on the show, and I'm like, what are you
boggles my
talking
brain.
about?
'Cause
Let me
she's
tell you.
not.
Let me tell you about Manila. When she said in her interview on season 3, Manila Luzon from New York, blah blah blah. She lied about her age. She said she was like 23 instead of what she actually was, which was 28. And so, no one's in the editing room checking. Oh well, I bet she lied about that because you take it as face value, and it's on there as 23. Because
Yeah.
you know who else lied about their age? Sahara. She
Why
was
would-
74.
Oh my gosh. Let's get to the main
Why
stage.
wouldn't you say you're older so people think you look amazing for your age?
Manila's smart. She knew that she was going to be on 3 seasons of this goddamn show.
She do.
She said,
Yeah.
"This is till I'm 40 at least."
Yeah.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
We get to the main stage. RuPaul looks great. Neon pink and orange velvet.
Delta's doing it so well.
Oh, yeah.
wish
I think this
she would
is
take
that
my calls,
Christmas Queen
'cause I would get
show
this wig.
hair.
I think it's bigger and better and a little more
It's a different color.
613-y. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
This hair, it looks like there's wind in it, yet there's not, which is like, the trick that you want with every hat.
Yeah.
And her face has just looked incredible this season as well.
I
Yeah.
don't like that earring. I think it should have been pink.
Okay. All right. That's our top dispute of the week.
Top dispute and
Is the earring.
The hair is a.
Salute.
Did you get sound effects? You spoiled us because we had sound effects last night.
They come
I know.
later.
Yeah,
Later.
this they put them in later, and usually it's them playing over me trying to simulate it with my own
I
voice.
never
like,
cut that part out.
I
Like,
know,
I'm like,
no,
here's
it
what should
works.
be.
It works. Like we need some news noise, like dun 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 dun, and then they play it in the actual product. Something I love is that RuPaul never matches her outfit to the theme of the runway or the theme of the challenge.
Never.
Ever.
Lies.
Okay, it's happened like twice. That
Remember when she had
has.
pink eye? And she did the glasses and the mask?
Space Age Apocalyptic.
That matched, right?
That's true. She also she did Mother of the Bride,
Season 1 with
season
that.
2.
Oh, yeah.
And on season 6, she like sort of did a horror theme on the horror
Oh,
episode that we
yeah.
did, but it was like kind of you couldn't tell whether it was on purpose or not. It was
Yeah.
Ooh, bitch, she did a space futuristic one, episode 2 or 3 of my season, and then Princess walked out in the same thing. Like, it was silver hooded thing, and I think Princess went home that week.
They were wearing the same thing.
You do not, yeah.
And she center packing.
Yeah, that was the
Wow.
Dita, that was This Will Be, that lip sync.
Yeah.
So and when Princess came backstage, she's like, I'm in the same thing. And then we had lunch and she spilled something on it. I was like, this is so rude. This is why we shouldn't be doing lunch right. Oh, the worst. Why do we have to eat? Oh, we're going to get one critique done. Now go eat. Go gorge yourselves, ladies.
Yeah.
yeah, your corset's never been pulled tighter in your entire career.
Yeah.
And now you're supposed to jam a burrito into it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all got burritos? No, I'm just kidding. We never. I just love it though because it's the most pimp thing. It's like, okay, the challenge is wear red. Everyone's wearing red, and she just shows up in like a green, like I think it's pimp. I think
Yeah,
it's
she's
cool.
just really hitting it home that these rules
She's
do
like,
not apply to her.
No, not at all. And I think it's so pimp.
I
and
love
this
it.
is like a funeral. Like everyone's in funeral black and then Angelic white, and RuPaul is like, I'm wearing beachy pink.
First of all, Ross
Get over
Ross
it.
is in Gucci, and Michelle did mascara tears on her face. And denim is not funeral appropriate, Yvette Nicole Brown.
I think,
But she looks great.
I mean, I think they weren't instructed.
Yeah.
But Michelle, I think, goes more with the themes than than anyone else on the judging panel because I think her makeup this episode is sort of Lady Bunny-ish.
Well, I was
it has
actually
like a
also,
white under thing.
I was thinking that Rue's hair feels a little nod to Lady Bunny as well this episode. Like it's bigger and blonder and
No bangs.
Could you
Oh, that's
imagine
true.
Rue with
Yeah.
a bang?
Yeah,
Just a good heavy bang and a lower lash.
I see a bang down to her nostril. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I love it.
Bunny looks amazing.
She does.
Everybody looks good laying down because that's when all the
Pulls everything back.
the fat just lays.
The audience crying.
Just weeping. Oh, look at this. These extras just looking to be discovered.
They're acting their lives.
This coffin, I'm obsessed.
It's so good. They're all flipping through the programs.
Lipstick Nick slayed this makeup, and Hector, her hair looks great on it.
Yes.
Who opens?
This is a fun challenge because they get to do funeral black, which is one of my favorite looks to do.
Well, and when you had your veil reveal with that's one of your iconic makeup moments.
The smeared makeup.
Yeah.
That's
Valentina was gonna do it, but she did it.
that smeared makeup moment is a gif of you on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
someone just used it last night. I don't like wearing black on stage because you kind of lose yourself unless it's a color background.
Yeah, you never wear black.
Oh,
it.
yeah. Well, good thing you didn't decide to do black hair because in front of every black curtain, I look bald. I look like I just didn't show up with a
Little tiny
wig.
head.
You better put some side light on me.
Oh my gosh! Ooh, side light. A drag queen requested side light.
Oh, listen, it has to be like the right front
little
light.
bit
You need the
with the
side
gel.
light like perfectly just creating that halo around your hair so that you can tell that I didn't just like show up with my forehead spray painted and nothing else.
Yeah.
Good color spray. I have a specific hair light for when I do beatdown. It is over my head like a halo.
Oh, really?
It's good. Yeah, my guy figured it out. What you guys aren't seeing is Tyra is a complete bitch.
Monet starts off the funeral roast, and she starts off really strong. She has a glasses reveal, which this is my kind of humor, is she takes off sunglasses to reveal an identical pair of clear glasses. That's comedy.
That's
to
funny.
me.
I love that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought Titus was really funny when he did it on Kimmy Schmidt.
Hey, I love a good reference.
Me too.
I love it. Monet does really well. She's a very strong performer. And
Yeah, she's
it's hard to go
hysterical.
first. You have to set the tone for the whole thing.
And Stacey Lane Matthews is going to be able to collect unemployment after being on this season 3 different times.
It's the Stacey Lane Matthews green screen special. This
She's
whole
the season's
season.
mole.
She's
the mole.
She is.
Bunny's wig looks crooked.
Well, she's laying down.
That's crooked.
I once did a show with Lady Bunny, and she super glues across her entire forehead. Super glue, like Gorilla Glues across her entire forehead, and that's how the thing stays on. So it's just corrosive adhesive across her forehead, and
You
that's
should see her
keeping these
butthole.
huge mountains of hair on.
We did a show with Bunny at the Ace Hotel, and it's on my YouTube. There was a point where her and another girl got in a debate about who ate Bunny's food, and Bunny turned around on camera and said, "I'm fat too." And it was the funniest thing. It's one of my favorite things ever that Bunny has done, other than tell me where to go to suck dicks near the Lincoln Tunnel.
Is Trinity Taylor doing a Joan
Joan
Crawford character, and we just aren't? The eyebrows, the makeup, the lips, the hair, it's all Joan Crawford.
The button earring.
The characterization doesn't, it never occurred to me based on what she's actually doing, but maybe it's a visual reference.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
But I actually think that would have behooved her because I think that part of what was happening here was that people, even though they said that Monique was the only one who did a character, kind of everyone who was doing this really well was doing a character. And I think that Trinity got a little lost in because she does so well. She did so well as Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
And I think if she had even decided that she had a subtle character, that it would have helped her not be sort of nervous and lost a little bit.
Yeah.
I think when you think funeral, you always think, black netting if you're a drag queen. And black netting and glamour lends itself to the 40s, 50s.
Right.
So maybe that's how we're getting the Joan vibe. Valentina has sunglasses on because she didn't manage her time well enough to finish her makeup.
She looks so amazing though. Those sunglasses.
Oh, I know.
the
I'm
hair.
sitting, but I'm pressed and refusing to have a seat about it.
Right. Because she was using the makeup time to finish writing her jokes.
But if you here's the thing.
That's a time management issue.
It's a time management issue.
Connecting with an audience
back
is
boots.
super important, and if you can't see the whites of their eyes, this is always my rule with photography and video. If you can't see the whites of my eyes, it's not lit right, and the audience can't see me and can't connect with me. So I don't like that she's wearing sunglasses.
Well, but if you do not have your also if you're not prepared in any way, it's like, yes, the writing's important, but the makeup is important too. The audience needs to feel taken care of. They need to feel like you prepared and they're safe in your hands, you know, and like they're not going to feel secure in that if
or
you
scared.
Right.
Or
I mean,
yeah. That you'll turn around and douse them with butt water, you know? One of the two.
but they need to feel like you're in control. And
You're
if you,
in too, yes. You can piss on them.
Okay, well, I think we're about 3/4 away through the show, so I'm going to leave.
Yeah. This is your time. You've written your name onto a one of these cue cards that Big Dipper is holding up. Okay, we're taking a break. Bye.
You can finish the joke.
I don't know where it was going. That was it.
3/4 of the way, Ben leave.
I'm in the market for some medicine.
Really? Well, I might just have the men for you.
Oh.
Men.
Oh, it's still a brand new year, honey, and MedMen is still here for you.
Yes, and they've got everything you need to get by.
Now, we all know that this New Year moment can be a little stressful. You're pressuring yourself about your own resolutions. You're returning back to work. It's not summer, not for a while. So why don't you make a resolution to relax more and ease your anxiety with premium products from MedMen?
And some of you are on a new fitness journey. You could try an energizing edible before you run and a soothing CBD pain stick.
Celebrity Big Brother pain stick.
Try an energizing edible before your run and a soothing CBD pain stick for after, especially if your running shoes have been collecting a little dust over the holidays.
So much dust.
Dusty, musty.
Visit a store near you, and their staff is truly amazing. They also have in-house pharmacists at medicinal stores, and they'll make sure that you find the product that is right for you.
Yeah, and it's easy and understandable to use. And if you go to
So
MedMen,
understandable.
so understandable. That's the word, right? If you go to medmen.com, you can find the store near you. You just take a little zip code, boom, boom, bing, bang.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, MedMen's main resolution for 2019 is to helping drop the labels for cannabis users.
That's right.
I hate labels, except in my clothes.
Exactly. Yeah. So use that promo code DRAG at checkout when you're in that store, and you get 10% off your purchase.
Yeah, that's code
Drag.
DRAG for 10% off your purchase. Visit a MedMen today.
Terms and conditions apply. Keep out of reach of children for use only by adults 21 years of age and older. For the first time ever, our very special guest has decided to leave the studio early, but she said thank you for letting her be her own kind of podcaster. So she respectfully
And she wasn't here.
she
wasn't here.
respectfully left the podcast.
Yeah, she wasn't here to win at podcasting. She was here to prove to herself that she could podcast.
We're just kidding. Ben to the Curve is still here.
Hallelujah!
We love having jokes on this podcast.
I love a good joke.
Can you write us some?
Please.
Please.
Sorry, what I meant was I'd love a good joke.
Did you? Oh wow! Yes, exactly. Did you write? Did you write for anyone on this season?
She wrote for Jinx at her own show.
Yeah,
There's some
no,
good
I
ones for her.
I mean, like, you know, I've not written beyond live stuff. Like, I've not done any TV stuff, but I'd love to. Anyone
Well-
out there, I'd love to.
Well, the girls who go on All Stars, they employ other people to write jokes and help them with material and help them with bits. So,
Well,
But the thing is, you
is
got
that
to make.
something you would do?
I take cash or check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that exit speech that you made on your season scripted ahead of time?
No, I was speaking from my heart. I mean, whatever. Like who does something that bold without some talking points, you know? But no, I was really trying to be.
People.
Well, sorry. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a planner, but yeah, no. I mean, all that happened was, you know, was actually fairly spur of the moment. Like I made all those decisions.
Did you say
that day.
sperm of the moment?
I did.
Sperm of the moment
I'm sorry. I'm just
decision.
trying to keep you focused.
Can I get an order? No.
Okay, so let's talk about some more of these roasters.
Yo, Naomi looks beautiful.
The roasters. Naomi looks beautiful, and there's a garment on the ground which we didn't get to see. I
Must have been a reveal.
she
was
had
that?
some sort of reveal. She must have, but there wasn't.
She looks
time
like a
to show
mistress
it.
at a funeral, and her waist is only probably double the thickness of her arms. She's so beautiful.
It is insane. It's like hard to understand what you're looking at when you see her. Her proportions are
Her
out of
wigs
control.
are great. She's nice. She's never rotted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these jokes, unfortunately.
The jokes are not.
To quote Trinity, where are the jokes? Where are the jokes?
I'm surprised Trinity didn't hold up a sign that said help. She used to do that during Haters Roaster and Eureka's set.
That's funny. I love that.
That's funny.
That's funny. Monique, did we talk about Monique yet? Well, Monique did like a charismatic pastor. I thought this was one of the stronger ones. I thought.
Well, this is a gimmick they always love on the show. They love like a wacky, like
Right.
out there character with like a big voice and a big concept during a roast or a stand up thing, and that
Yes.
always does well.
It lends itself well to this scenario.
Especially when you make your tits hilariously large.
Hey, it's a good gig.
And look, Bunny's
and
chuckling.
Lady Bunny, the corpse, is chuckles. She's chuckling. Valentina, you're absolutely right when you don't feel taken care of as an audience member, because it's like if she would have committed to the sunglasses coming off and like, look, it's fucked up again, like I did with the mask thing. Like if the eyelashes were all wrong and fucked up, it would have been really cool.
You can always tell how they want you to feel about a performance by the cutaways to the judges and the looks on their faces. There was a 2-shot of Cecily and Ross where they were both like, kind of like that, and then the look to the
You know,
side.
we can't see you right now.
Right.
Me?
As a
The
podcast.
visual.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, damn.
You know, they're sort of like that.
Yeah,
They're making a face like this. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got that, what you were doing. Wow. Took me a minute. But yeah, it's like, and on Valentina's, they did the same thing as they did on Naomi's, where it's like, huh? And it's kind of instructing a viewer like, oh, this is how these people are feeling. It's guiding.
Yeah.
Oh, like when they hand the audience knitting needles so that they can cut away to that? Like
Yeah.
that kind of thing?
joke.
Did they do that to you?
Most humiliating, like, minute of my life.
They
yeah.
did that?
Yeah. On my
gutted.
season, the stand-up challenge, which was like the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me publicly, was they like handed them props, and it was a bunch of old folks. Like
5
it was
or
like
6? What were you on?
oh god, 6. I had to think about that. Yeah, but they handed out props like knitting needles to these like old this. So this old woman was like knitting during her thing. They cut away to that during my set. I mean, my set did not come off well. It was
I like that joke. Seattle is a moist place, but it's my moist place. I like that joke.
I mean, there was
That's a good
like
joke.
I think I like did some decent writing, but I was in like a panic mode where the whole thing was like there were no breaths in the set, so that didn't help anything.
Did it fare better than Laganja's comedy set?
Well,
It's dry up here, kind of like your vagina. If it's not green, I'm not interested, Mama.
Well, listen, at least she knew her audience. She knew how to cater to the
Her audience was
elderly
me,
set.
and I loved it.
Oh my god.
Manila pulls out all the stops and knows exactly what she's doing.
She's doing an April carry-on, umbrella, fringe, veil, lovely.
And just with that look, she has them all in the palm of her hand from the get-go.
I know.
That opening look.
Manila is a seasoned performer, and she's well seasoned.
She's fully well seasoned. And she does the roast thing where you sort of let everyone have it. So you give a little to Michelle, you give a little to everybody sitting over on the side. It's not all just Lady Bunny jokes.
Do you think some of the girls didn't know what a roast actually was? Like,
Yes, I do think
maybe
that.
Monet and Valentina haven't been to an actual roast or seen the James Franco Comedy Central one. You know, like
It's a specific
don't
type
watch
of
it.
comedy. It has a specific cadence and tone, and not everybody speaks that language.
but
Ben's face.
I'm just, the language of comedy is not one everyone is fluent in.
Bunny sure is though, and she wakes up and says hallelujah,
Hallelujah!
which I think is
You know, I just really like Bianca Del Rio. I'm just going to mention Bianca Del Rio 35 times.
I saw her her one woman show for Christmas at Catalina Jazz Club right here on Highland. It was amazing.
I'm sure.
She killed it, and you know what she did? She walked on stage and said, how many of you people have been to the Catalina Jazz Club before? And like 3 people clapped, and then she said, how many of you people came out just to see me? And the whole room went up, and she's like, thank you. Like showing the club, like, bitch, book me again. I filled your fucking house. And I was like, balls, bitch. Yes, Bunny.
She is that bitch.
She is.
That's the reason she's the Lady Bunny.
It's true.
She's not a Lady Bunny.
Also, she sucks dick with a condom.
Hey.
Oh,
That's the reason she still is that bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
clever girl.
I love like a computer losing in translation and calling her woman rabbit. It's so funny. I think woman rabbit is so funny.
Oh, Lady Bunny. That took us both. Me and Ben
I
were
was
like,
really
what
is
trying to
Alaska
wrap my
having a
head around that.
seizure?
No, it is. It's like, I don't know why I think it's so funny. Because we were like talking about her in emojis once, and like you couldn't like to spell out Lady Bunny in emojis. It's woman rabbit.
What would you be? Oregon lightning shit?
Yes, many times. Okay. You'd be William. Bill. Ralph.
Oh no.
Are all the Lady Bunny jokes about what she looks like out of drag funny to the people who, like, I feel like there's a select few who actually know what Lady Bunny
Right.
looks like out of drag, and they're doing a lot of those jokes. I'm like, are those funny to everybody else? Because I am, like, cackling at them.
Right, because we know.
Yeah.
But it was years before I ever, interacted with her.
Oh, yeah.
She looks like a beautiful Helen Mirren.
I think she looks like the side piece of whoever Wilford Brimley would be fucking. But there's a very specific man for our younger viewers. He did life insurance ads. He was in The Firm with Tom Cruise. He did Quaker Oats ads. Bunny looks like the woman that Wilford Brimley would fuck. For sure.
Sure.
Okay, I can see that.
And you
I
can
like
see
that.
Wilford Brimley on Race Chaser Pod.
Wow,
Cast?
we're getting a lot of pod action.
Is it pod or podcast?
It's Race Chaser Pod is our Instagram account just for the podcast. Yeah.
How fun. Yeah, that's it.
I'm
That's it, but-
Wilford Brimley.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think she looks like Helen Mirren out of drag. Okay, well, let's get into
She's hell in a mirror, that's for sure.
wow. Let's get into the angelic white runway, darling. Oh, Monet exchanges killing it. Pope, Vatican, devil eyes.
In a leotard.
And bringing her own carpet, though, I mean,
So smart.
I know, it
that's
was
the
a
brilliant.
Pimp, it was a pimp move.
Yeah.
I think she looks great.
You're mad about the leotard.
I'm
It
not
is a
mad
well-known
about it. I think
fact.
I could see more variety. I'd love to. And this walk back, she looks like she not a great walk.
Okay, next up we have Trinity the Tucktail Tour.
This look is so incredible. This is like the most glamorous version of when Bugs Bunny is seducing Elmer Fudd in What's Opera Dog.
You're
That-
right.
Yeah, I love it. I want her to be
is.
riding on that fat horse.
Oh my god,
I love it.
you're right.
Oh man.
She looks great. What?
Nothing. But I do love Trinity's outfit because anytime you can bring movement to your outfit somehow and like fringe or ostrich feathers floating, it makes people not want to look away because you're like floating and
And it's one thing to choose an outfit that you can like be photographed in, and another one that you can look really good walking on that slippery runway. I was always like scooting around on that thing.
And you want to talk holes in the stage, darling. We had a few holes in the stage at the theater at the Ace Hotel. Do you want to bleep the name of the
No.
theater?
Because they need to be held accountable
Our audience
and fix
might
it.
know where the show was. We've been
We
promoting
did
it
an
for a month.
event last night. No, there was a
And
huge
we had a
gap.
pony, too.
Yes, we did.
2 ponies.
We did
Well,
The crowd went wild.
Yeah.
I mean, is this the forum to talk about our
Why not?
animal rights violations?
I think we should. It's recently been brought to our attention.
Okay, someone slid into Willem's DMs and
They said
they had things to say about the fact that we hired 2 ponies to make an onstage appearance in the live show last night.
And here it goes. Hi, I have some questions about Race Chaser Live today. Why did you put ponies on the stage at Race Chaser Live? Was there any reason to be sure? I expected that when William said bringing a pony, she would prepare a pony drag or something clever or a funny thing that we couldn't imagine. But they brought actual ponies. Was it fun? To me, it didn't look fun at all. I was in a very big shock when I saw the ponies being exploited and their faces that didn't look happy at all. Because ponies can fucking smile? Okay.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Sorry. The place where ponies should be is nature, not the stage with aggressive, strong lighting on animal and loud screaming of crowds. So you should be in nature. The ponies would love have come a long way in a car apparently for the show, and they would have been stressed. Why did they go through such a thing? Even if they live in the city, humans do not have the right to put them on the stage. Animals are not human accessories, tools, or spectacles. I'm a big fan of Alaska and Race Chaser. As much as I love you all, I couldn't pass this problem. Yeah, I hope you to ponder once more about exploiting animals before second Race Chaser Live and to publicly share your thoughts on them. Thank you for reading the long message. You're welcome.
So, Ben, you're from Seattle.
I'm from Seattle.
Which is the forefront of, progressive ideals.
Yes.
It really is. So, is it fucked up that should we...
Oh, you're putting this on me.
Well, I'm just asking your opinion, because I don't...
Wow.
I don't
All right,
know.
everyone
I mean,
at
the
home,
ponies...
not only are these 2 animal abusers, but they also won't even accept the responsibility, and they're trying to pass it off on those innocents from the Pacific Northwest.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know.
We're okay. Well, yeah, I don't want to put it all on you. I understand. I don't know, but it's also difficult and stressful for humans to be on stage. And we were on stage a lot longer.
Those ponies weren't the only thing being exploited.
They were kind of treated really amazingly, and they were really happy. They were there with their whole family.
They were wearing human hair wigs.
It's it's their job.
My pony had a ponytail.
I don't think they'd be comfortable, honestly, out in the wilderness
They're
because
show ponies.
Because right, I mean, it's their life, and
Well, the reality is that you didn't pluck them out of the wild. It's
we did off the side of the street. No, we didn't.
But this is what those ponies do. This is what they've been, the career they've been roped into against their wills. But if they weren't at your gig, they'd be at a different gig. So is that an animal rights violation? That's its own conversation.
You know when you see an animal nuzzling their owner, getting into their neck or their armpit crook, that pony went straight into my crotch, so I knew it was comfortable. It was looking for that
warmth and moisture,
that exploitative center.
Adhesives.
Well, it just smelled the most human pheromone in that zone. But
no, she was kicked off second.
Oh no. Okay, wait, but so right after season 6, I did a commercial for Vegas tourism or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Okay.
Courtney was in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to
Courtney made us
reshoot
watch it,
my so I had to reshoot my segment because the first one that we shot was at a dolphin pool or whatever, and I don't remember what the name was, but apparently, so I shot this footage in front of this dolphin pool and took an Instagram photo of this dolphin jumping out behind me, and I posted it on Instagram. This was just after filming. And suddenly I had on all my social media pictures of dolphins with lesions on them and all this stuff being sent to me, and all this stuff that says dolphin smiles are nature's biggest lie. Because apparently the hotel was sort of known for abuses against the animals. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And somebody launched a website called Bendlacreme Visits Dolphin Death Pool.
Oh my god.
So anyway, all this craziness happened, and I had to go and reshoot in a different spot. It was
You
really
went
crazy.
to a whale death pool.
Yeah, I went to the way. Yeah.
Wow.
I actually, but I was gonna make up a whole backstory about how like a dolphin killed my mom, and this was like my big thing was that I was just it was like a I was gonna like take photos up with a harpoon gun, like on a rowboat in the middle of
Put
the
your thumb in the
ocean.
blowhole and say good luck. Good luck.
My God.
So anyway, but you know, I can relate.
I really wanted to reenact a Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken moment and ride the horse into the audience into a pool of water.
Okay.
But that wasn't an opportunity given to me.
Well, I
I
want
don't know.
everyone to.
Purdue?
I want, whether you were at the show or not, I want everyone out there to rest assured that the ponies were really happy. They were really nice. The family that was with them were really nice, and like they seemed into it. And if they weren't, then like we wouldn't have done it. Point blank. They were there for like literally 20 minutes total.
They were treated better than us. We were there from 3 o'clock until 11 o'clock.
Midnight.
No food.
Then no food because I thought I was going to get fucked later. And then I realized in the meet and greet, the guy that was going to bring the platforms home that we were dancing around on and pussyfooting about and fancy footworking,
Yeah.
he left. And I said, fuck, that means I need to get up in the morning and go down there. And oh, Lord, it started to rain. It had rained. And I was
really
wet.
did.
I was moated, pressed.
Yes.
Now your verse.
No, I'm verse.
All that lifting turned you into a power.
Well, I really
verse.
once I had everything strapped up and the bungee cords and the tarp, I was like, oh, I'll do a little Instagram, like, this is why we Jeep. And then I forgot to take a picture.
Did you make a lap through the Home Depot parking lot?
No, I went to Anna Walt on Highland because it's closer to my house.
Well, I guess we could return to this episode of RuPaul's Drag
right,
Race.
that's what we're talking
about.
We
Yeah.
are mid-runway. Like, we literally stopped right as Monique Hart.
Right as the ad for 3 Day Blinds came out.
Well, it's made out of Venetian blinds, and the bigger flaps on her shoulder look like they're those bigger folding
Yeah, it's very
blinds.
Archangel Gabriel, Warrior Angel, but I don't understand
And she
why
looks
she
cool.
puts all that beads and gorgeousness at the top, but she can't line the skirt. Lining a skirt is the easiest thing to do.
She just finished her season of Drag Race.
You know what, though? She came back on to Drag Race, spouting off at the mouth that she had the money now and blah, 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 and XYZ, and she has the designs and the couture. That's the finishings. You know, the finishings will get you every time.
It is, I mean, especially on All Stars, it is the little tiny details that it really comes down to that because everyone's performing at such a high level. Except Ben, who performs much higher than everyone. But it comes down to
For the listeners at home, I'm shrugging.
it comes down to those little minute details, like is the skirt lined, that sort of thing.
We're faggots. We judge. It's what we do.
Naomi Smalls looks amazing. She's doing a Prince tribute.
It's incredible.
Yes, she looks great. The guitar looks fierce. The legs never stop. They can't stop. They won't stop.
If I didn't know her.
Sister Dick will make you sick. That's what I've heard from wise philosophers. So, have you broken that rule, Willem? Your silence speaks volumes.
Yeah, but hands on or mouth? Hands or hole?
Anything.
Then yes.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, Gorge.
For sure.
Valentina finished her makeup.
Oh, thank goodness.
Is she the only one who didn't change her hair, though? That's a complete shade rattle moment. It is, because everyone else is like, this is my funeral look. This is my completely different Angelic look. Like, I mean, Trinity Taylor had kind of a tall order because she had kind of crazy makeup for the funeral and then was completely glamorous.
Nobody has
monster.
enough time for what you're trying to do on Drag Race. That's why it's Drag Race. We're all doing too much in too little time. You just
I
have
used to
do
tell
it.
the girls at the mirror, slow down. They can't bring one of us if we're all not ready.
Yeah. Manila looks amazing.
This hair.
Manila looks resplendent.
Resplendent. Yes. I
Yeah,
like
good
that
word, right?
What's on it? Does she have little cherubs on her ovaries? What's going on?
Yes.
What is that? Oh my god, it's so cute.
Yes.
You can tell immediately by looking at the theme. The theme is angels, white, cherubs.
Goddess.
I wasn't getting that specifically from Valentina. I was getting pretty dressed with feathers.
I
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
It didn't give
That's
me.
true.
It didn't give me angel. Manila's got wings in her hair. She looks like a goddess.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Yeah, Manila was giving full season 3 music video with RuPaul champion throwing a spear.
No, it was that, which is still my favorite promo look.
So good.
Let's watch that on the break. So there's this new website called Stitch Fix, and it's kind of one of those answers for people who are like, I don't have anything to wear, nothing goes with each other. It's like a styling service where you put in your sizes and it sends you different stuff every month, and if you like it, you get to keep it, and if you don't, you send it back and you say, I don't want this.
Yeah. And this is actually something that like really appeals to me because, girl, there's so many sites out there where you can go and buy stuff. There's so many stores where you can go and buy stuff. But it's like really like the fine tailoring of the choices of the things to wear that suit me and what I like.
It's limited.
That's really the hard part when
Yeah.
you're just sifting through an entire site. So Stitch Fix, they do online personal styling, which is amazing. They find clothes and they deliver them to your door, and also shoes and accessories. And these are going to fit to your body, your budget, and your lifestyle.
And there's no subscription required. You can just sign up and receive scheduled shipments, or you can get your fix whenever you want. Stitch Fix styling fee is only $20, which is applied towards anything you keep for your actual shipment, which you can get at stitchfix.com/drag.
Drag. I was late.
That's okay. And tell them your sizes, what styles you like, and how much you want to spend on an item, and your personal stylist will handpick those items and send them right to your door or your P.O. box. I don't live your life.
We were scrolling through the site just for the very first time, and honestly, there's some really cute stuff, and I kind of want to try it. I want to tell them what kind of clothes that I like. You fill out the questionnaire, you select what kind of clothes work for you, what your sizes are. And they send you a box, and basically it's a box of lovely clothes. But if you don't want them, you send them back.
That is so cute.
Yeah, they're really cute.
I would wear most of these pictures, and the ones I wouldn't wear, I would just give to my friends to wear.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah. I'd also like to be nice to our listeners. If you get started now at stitchfix.com/drag, you'll get an extra 25% off when you keep all the items in your box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's stitchfix.com/drag and get started today.
Stitchfix.com/drag.
All right.
We are back as the two tops, Manila and Monet, are stooping through the doorway, coming back into the workroom. And this is a tough call because the two girls in the top are in the top, and then everyone else is in the bottom. So I know, gasp. Visible gasps in the studio.
Yeah.
Visible, audible gasps.
I think
I saw it too, though.
Yeah, you
It
do.
was visible.
anytime you have more than anytime you have this many bottoms in a room, it's not going to be a good situation. Everybody's greedy and out for himself.
Yeah, the odds are bad.
Bad.
Valentina's like,
Valentina's in
I go
denial.
home tonight.
She lives in her own little world, and it must be a beautiful world.
She's a star queen.
I am boiling right now. That one judge with the gold and the fringe and the bang.
The one with the bun and the gold? I am boiling right now. Her non-constructive criticism? Oh, anyway. Everybody else is in the bottom, and I think that the Rockstar Wigs wardrobe is a disgusting prize because they make cosplay wigs. They make cosplay wigs, and they didn't pay my friend who's a drag queen who did modeling for him.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, and I'm Modisha Jenkins about it. Petralude?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Misty Maven too back in the day. And there were also shenanigans, not just with the coin, but otherwise.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we won't be getting an ad spot from them any day.
How dare you?
The
Man.
girls all kind of defend themselves. Valentina is in a complete state of delusion.
She truly is.
Delusion. And so the girls are sort of like, everyone's like, I don't know what to do. So they change the clothes for the lip sync.
Yeah, and
Can we get into the outfits for a second? They were just on screen.
I
I
don't
know that
know.
we keep bringing up the screen. We're relying heavily on the screen this episode. We don't normally do this because then it's just us sitting quietly watching Drag Race with the volume down.
Which, if you think
Which isn't
that's
the
what we're
greatest
doing
podcast.
when we do the podcast live, it's not. We also have animal exploitation and
Oh my God.
local queen exploitation.
Right now, there is a rare bald eagle in the studio that we have muzzled.
Yeah. We're milking it. We're milking it right now for its precious milk.
I'm using the feathers.
I don't know what about either of these,
Well,
these
wait,
outfits
wait,
says
wait.
Aretha.
Didn't Monet wear this look on her season of Drag Race?
Did she?
This exact look? Am I on glue? Can we get a side by side?
You made glue out of the horses.
no. Can we get a ruling, please? Because
If there's anyone I trust to clock that, then it's you.
She's been wrong.
the
Really?
reason
Twice.
I've been. Oh yes,
Another visual gasp.
right. Visual gasp. I just gasped, but you couldn't hear it. It was only visual.
Something too visual.
Maybe it was in red, and it was like a red sparkly bodysuit, and the short
pussycat bus driver wig.
However,
Boot scoop.
okay, the other side of the coin is, if Monet wins this whole show, I would like to see her. That's it. That's the look. It's like her iconic look. If Monet
Just
wins
'cause
the
you
whole
wear it
show,
doesn't make it
I
iconic.
I want for her final look to wear a full sequin catsuit and a pussycat wig. I want it to be straight up because that is like her iconic go-to. Okay, and what is Manila wearing?
I'm obsessed with Manila's outfit in this.
It's sort of like an 80s like nice girl like
Well, she's got this,
Oh,
like,
and
she's
she
got her
is
Bob Ross hair.
posed.
it's like a casual Kelly like blousey sort of.
Well, she's got those like
pants.
high-waisted like khakis, which
Yeah.
reminds me, like all my cartoon references reminds me of Yakko from Animaniacs. That's what it gives me.
It's a good camel. That's not a pant. It's a slack.
Sure.
Slacks. for
And
sure.
why is she doing that side by side? 10 years ago. Oh, she's doing like a throwback to herself?
Yeah, with a similar.
Oh, I love that. And that's why I love watching Manila's. Have you watched Pineapple Couture on YouTube?
No.
It's cool.
She basically
Ooh.
just does a quick breakdown of like, this is what I was thinking with this look. And I love getting in her brain because it's always
All of
so,
her stuff
like-
is amazing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Marvin the Martian look that she was doing on Battle of the Seasons for a while was just like blew my mind.
It's so thought out and really
Yeah,
brilliant.
She's great.
Yeah, she looks like she'd be like the best friend from school of the girl in the 80s horror movie. Mm-hmm.
She looks like she'd have an accent. The girl that came to school with the accent.
Sure, yeah.
Like chic. Ooh, where'd she summer? I don't like this song.
I didn't
as a
know
lip
this
sync.
song
Oh,
going
really?
into
I
it.
loved it because I love like spoken stuff for lip sync. I love all the weird sounds that it starts with that
Yeah.
aren't like actual lyrics. I love seeing how somebody has to interpret that.
Yeah.
Me too. I love the agility and the finesse of that, but I want a song that I know or that I'd want to tip the girl for, you know? Like, this isn't a song I'd want to tip either of these girls for. I don't know. That's just me.
You just sit stone-faced in the front row
No, I
with
get
your
on my
dollar bills
phone.
on the table, your hands folded over them.
I would get on my phone and start taking selfies of myself.
I feel totally the opposite. Like when it's just like a song that I'm like, okay, well I can bop around to this too. But like this is like such a challenge to get these lyrics.
Yeah.
And you have to interpret them like Monet winds up doing like these really like weird mouth movements that don't even feel lyrically related. But
It's
they're
funny
really
though,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Manila just checked her watch, so I'm sure there was a lyric about time.
There's a lot of turning around to the back because this is hard to do.
It's really hard. It's a hard song.
Are they saying jump to me and none of them are
Jump
jumping?
to it.
Jump to it.
They do.
did it.
They do fully jump.
Oh my god, do you remember Shangela pulled out that jump rope?
Did she?
Yeah, we were lip syncing against each other, and she pulled out a jump rope, like out
Why?
of her. Who knows? Because it was.
yeah.
Was it a song about jumping?
Yeah. It was Pointer Sisters.
Oh, jump!
Yeah.
Fine. Oh, well, that makes sense.
No, it was great, but it was such a good gimmick.
Did she win?
Yeah. Right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
It was against me. I think she won.
They're both like
They're both clinging to this so
It is-
hard. It's like barely there, but they're doing it.
right. It is. Yeah. It's passable.
A very wise man.
Conversationable.
I never would have been able to do this on Drag Race.
There, Monet just did it. Can you go back 3
That
seconds?
tongue thing was so
Dips the
cool.
bed, could
Oh
see
yeah.
it.
It's no. This was like the shining moment to me of the lip sync.
And now we'll watch it in reverse. I love it.
It's good that way too.
Okay, yeah.
Michelle eating it up.
See it's like amazing. That's
I think my friend Gabe said it last night, but one of the worst ideas that you can do in a lip sync is stand directly next to your competition, because then it's a direct comparison.
unless you're amazing, unless you're doing better, you know. It's like the best choice.
Truth.
Or
what
if
if you're
you're
doing
like
better?
struggling so far behind that you just like need some camera time. Like, because you know otherwise they're not going to keep you in the shot.
Wow. I thought it was a good lip sync. I didn't know the song, but I thought it was a good lip sync.
I think the lipsticks are more interesting than the lip sync, because
we don't even get to the lipstick.
no, but they don't talk about it after, so we can't talk about it
Not
then.
on this episode.
I
So I don't know
Cliffhanger.
what scalding dish you have and insider teas that you have privy access to.
Well, we'll have to talk about it next week.
Yeah. So, but this is the gag of the season. And it's
Gagonzola.
Gagonzola.
For sure.
They both win the lip sync. They split the $10,000.
It's $3,000 gift card from Moo
They
London.
already won that.
Oh,
That was like the
Yeah,
that
no,
was
they
like
each
the
get
prize
5K
prize.
for this.
Yeah.
lip sync.
Yeah, because they both won. And then they go back, and then RuPaul says all-star rules are suspended until further notice.
I wish one of them just got up and walked out and said, "You know what? Enough. You can't keep changing the rules. I agreed to come here, but they can." But at a certain point, it's like, girl, we realize you're changing the rules because you have to produce the show you want to produce. And they know whose lipsticks are in those girls' titties.
Yeah.
So they're not going to send that girl home if both of the people have the same name in their titties, and the producers don't want that girl to go home because she makes great TV. They're going to say, "You know what? We're changing the rules." And then they're going to change the rules.
Well, here at Race Chaser, we're changing all the rules. Starting tomorrow, we will be airing season 8 mid-season, and we're releasing them on Thursday mornings.
The tuck?
And we're going in backwards order. And I'm going to be producing, and Big Dipper's going to be sitting in his chair. No, we're not really doing it.
I'm plucked.
Full pluck?
Full pluck.
She's at a full pluck.
Do you think that on their schedule they were like, episode 5, we're gonna flip the rules no matter what?
No. I
Yes.
think that they needed to prevent the girl in her titty going home.
I don't know because there's the network buys however many episodes.
Sure.
There's this many girls. So that means they have to bring everyone back so that all the episodes get filled. So they knew that this was going to happen. They knew there was going to be a double save and that they were going to bring back girls.
Sure.
Okay.
But I mean, it always happens. Like, they always just like find some way to make the same thing. Like, they always do that on every season, and then just like find some way to make it feel shocking, even though we all know it's coming.
I was shocked when I watched this on my phone for the first time seeing it. I knew it was going to happen. The girls come back every single All Stars.
Right, but you sort of
I was still like-
singularly.
I said, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm actually shocked with like this show."
But
really
you
gets
approach
me.
the show with a wide-eyed, starry-eyed, youthful wonder that almost nobody else watches it with, which I find very admirable.
Now, did you have that going back into All Stars 3? Did you have that mindset of, this is a fair and just competition, or when you walked, were you walking because you were done, or were you walking because you were like, fuck this?
When I left?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just like, I mean, when I went into it, at this point, I understand what the thing is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, you go into it.
That's Rue.
The light
just
just
went, guys.
flickered.
Yeah, no, I think I went into it with sort of this internal struggle because there's a lot of things that I think are amazing about it, and there were definitely things I didn't like and didn't want to participate in. And then I was just in this rare moment of, oh my God, I did so much better than I expected to, that I actually am uniquely in a position to just be like, okay, well, I don't want to do the other part because I got to do the part I wanted to do. So, it was just kind of like, cool. I've just wound up being in the position not to sacrifice the part I didn't want to sacrifice. It was it was a very unique moment, and I was glad I grabbed it while I could.
I think you did the right thing because so many people don't stay at a party while it's not fun anymore, and you left them wanting more. Everybody wanted more of you, and we still do. And that red hat, you still got to wear that, bitch.
It's true.
Bitch, that red hat.
It's true.
That was a hat.
And how boring would it have been if I just stuck around? You know what I mean? Like, it was like, you need to keep the show
girl,
fresh.
You were the season for that. You know, it's cool that Trixie won and Shangela has that one crack where her face goes from Shangela to when they're like, you aren't the top two. Like, those are good moments and everything too, but you were the gag of the season. Like, and it was
That's the gag of the season.
You were. I think I was the gag of my season. You were the gag of your season. I've seen your dick. People have
And I
gagged
have
on you, I bet. And you have beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Where can we see you more? Where's your next show? Where's the gigs?
Yeah, well, I'll be on Haters Roast. Only a select few cities this winter.
Select markets.
Yeah, and then I'm actually going back to Seattle to work on my next solo show, and then I'll be premiering that and touring it throughout 2019. So yeah, just details to be announced.
And so what else? Are you up to anything else?
Yeah, well, Jinx Monsoon and I will be starring in Peaches Christ's Drag Becomes Her. Her Death
so
Becomes
good.
Her.
It was
Yeah.
so good. I saw it
So
here,
good.
and it was my favorite thing I saw last year.
It's really, really, really fun. And it's a fun group to work with, and Major Scales is Bruce Willis, and we'll be doing that show in the UK for the entire month of May.
You look so great as a redhead too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Showing your range.
Yeah. I really try to diversify.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me I'll be in New York. I'll be doing my summer in Provincetown with my solo work, and then I'll be touring around.
Cause I got a little too moist. All them tights and them pads and
But
the
it's
hard
so
work.
good. Moist
You're
place.
drenched the entire. Yeah,
Ugh,
that's true.
I just couldn't.
Before we end, can we look at the queens who are returning in the workroom and what they're wearing, because they look so amazing.
Yes.
And this is the moment where the girls have so much time to get ready. Like, they're all kind of ready and like fuming and like pissed, and like this is my favorite moment of when the returning girls come back.
Ooh,
seeing
and
what they wear.
And the looks on the faces, girl, they got some bitter bussies.
Yeah.
When they see all these girls back, like they didn't know what was happening.
Like when you all came back, you wore the fucking red hat.
That red hat.
Everyone looked so fucking right.
Right. Well, it's
sitting
like
in
you
those
have your
chairs.
best outfit you've been hanging on to, and then suddenly there's like, the stakes are, there's no reason to hang on to it.
They're all given the prompt clearly to do funeral black.
I love
And
that
Farrah
Farrah
wears a red dress.
bitch red dress to a funeral, and she looks great.
Always.
She always looks great.
Gia
yeah.
looks unreal.
Gia
Ja-
looks incredible.
Jasmine has the Andromeda strain as a hat. Gia looks great as a blonde, and she's in a lube. And
Latrice.
Latrice looks like Loretta Devine. Beautiful.
She looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
her
that hair
hair's
on
just
her.
laying. How do you think
these
they
feather
staged
details
this?
on Gia? I mean, she's just has
Gia
never
looks
looked-
like the ad for the Winter's Huntsman, where like the crows turn stuff out of the
Yeah.
outfit. It's just all this stuff floating around her. It's a beautiful garment, and I love seeing her in the 613 with this black lip.
Yeah.
She looks sickening.
I mean, Gia is a beautiful woman and always looks beautiful, but this is like nothing I've ever seen. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
100.
They all look great. It's always so fun seeing the girls return. So who knows what's going to happen next?
Twists and
time.
turns, gaps and goops.
Twisted, shouting and screaming.
More twists and turns than Latrice Royale on a cul-de-sac.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for
Cream.
It was a real pleasure.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming to our luxuriously appointed studio. Please help yourself to a beverage on the way out from the Red Bull sponsor.
Yeah.
And
perfect keto bars.
I hear
keto.
there's Halo Top in the fridge.
There's Halo Top in the fridge, and afterwards, if that makes you runny, use the Lola bath products in the bathroom.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for joining us on Race Chaser, and thank you to all at home or in your gyms or in your works or your cars. And we will be back on our next episode, continuing recapping Drag Race, current events, or whatever else we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Willem.
Mid-season 7. I'm Alaska. And you can rate our podcast and comment about how fantastic it is.
Don't be dicks.
And subscribe to make sure when you know each episode is coming out.
Yeah, don't be dicks, but send them dicks in their DMs.
Ponies are people too.
I like pony play. Special thanks to our guest star, Ben de la Creme, and you can find him at Ben de la Creme. And follow me at Willem and at The Only Alaska 5000. And our Race Chaser podcast is at Race Chaser Pod.
Yes. Send us those memes for the IG stories. Thank you to everyone who came out to the live show. We had such an amazing time.
Yeah.
And when you're tagging us, use that hashtag Race Chaser. Until next time.
Or if you're going to see us in San Fran, check us out at the Castro Theater January 22nd at racechasertickets.com.
Yes.
And we're serious about all them dicks, too. Thanks.
Bye.
Race Chaser.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Viacom, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser with Alaska and Willem is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by